Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is an FV217 Badger. It's the Tier 10 British turretless tank destroyer, and it's located on the westbourne of Studzianki under the command of Awppenheimer. Game started. Now 2 marks on the barrel, and well, this is going to be an interesting game. He's platooned with Jiffy. He's there in the AMX-50B, you can see, going off into the distance. He's heading south, whilst Oppenheimer's headed off to the usual position next to the factories. Going to shoot at the enemy through the gap, I should think. Well, anyway, he's got a 123mm gun with 480 alpha, and, well, it's also got a fantastic reload rate, 8.5 seconds. So basically any tank on the battlefield, he could penetrate it and kill it in 1 minute. If he can get every shot to pen, he can wipe out any tank in 1 minute. But he's got to make those shots count. So he's coming up to the factory, and who's he going to kill first? Oh, that Super Concrete is taking a few shots, and I think Oppenheimer's sort of like reminding him, get out of the way, it's the big boys now. Okay, nice position here, allows him to go hull down. Now, the armour at the front is really strong, 210mm, but it's highly angled, which means that the actual effective angle or armour is over 300mm, which means not a lot's going to get through the front. But the unfortunate thing is that stuff can get through the sides and the rear of the Badger. And there's a T110E4 off in the distance. And we were spotted. There is a tank to the north. It's an AMX-13105. Now he's firing APCR at the moment, premium rounds. And there's an AMX-50B down there, which is obviously the opposite number for Jiffy. And you can see Jiffy down there as well. Can we get shots on some of those tanks? Well, probably not at this stage because they're behind buildings. So what does Oppenheimer do? He knocks down the buildings. Unfortunately, we can't see the object 430 who's hiding behind that building, and now we can, but we're not loaded. That is so unfortunate. Can we get a shot into that T-57 Heavy? Not yet. You can see Arty rounds going in, and Arty is indicating he's going to hit the T-57 Heavy next. When you see those down arrows, it means that Arty is targeting that target. AMX-50 takes a huge round for 505. Now that's a high roll. And the T100 LT just drove straight past us, saw us, but couldn't do anything about us. And we just put another round in, 523 hit points this time. High roll. The AMX-50B carefully pulls back, but it's not enough. He is actually taken out by an E50M. Now, that T-57 Heavy we saw earlier, well, he's actually getting hit badly by the enemy, by our Arty, and he's decided to pull back, which is probably the best thing to do, because if he stays where he is, he's likely to get pretty badly punished by the Conqueror gun carriage or the T-92. Can we get a shot through him? Not really, that building's in the way. We're also got to worry about an M48 Patton down there, or just around the corner rather. He might decide to pay us a visit. Well, that 430 is now one shot. If he pulls back just a little bit more, here we go. Yep, bye-bye. Game over. You see how quick it reloads as well. This tank does have very good reload. But, as I said, it does have some bad points, the armour on the sides and rear. Well, the Patton did decide to come round, and of course it was the worst possible decision because he's been now removed from the game, and that T100 LT just became fodder for Oppenheimer's gun, and he's taken out his second kill, sorry. I thought it was his third kill for a second. Oh, T-57 allows us to put a round in for 460, a high roll, so low roll, sorry. And there's an E100 over there we can't get shots on at the moment, so he pulls back into cover temporarily. Our Sheridan's going to harass. Now, we were spotted there a moment or so ago. I think it might have been the E100 who spotted us though. He pulled back into cover. There he is. Go for a shot? Yes, we can. And did we get some damage? Yes, we did. 461. Okay, now we're going to push. Now, even though we've got that T110E4 and we tracked him, we're pushing on him. There he is. Go for the lower plate. Yes! Nice shot. Low roll though, 441. Still going to use this concrete ramp as a bit of cover, protecting our lower plate. We did take a round though, 343. Okay, we've got a Death Star with us. That T110E4 is one shot, he's gone. Okay, killed by the Conqueror gun carriage. Now, there are only a few enemies left. Well, 7 now. And there's a Gorilla 15. Nicely lined up, and he takes a round. I'm certain that hit the target. Absolutely certain. We couldn't see the outline, but we know it hit the target. And we're reloading, and we're reloading standard AP this time round, because that is a Gorilla, and Gorilla's got very light armor. In fact, we actually demolished the building, and the Gorilla's just decided to hide behind a new building this time, and he's now dead. Now, Conqueror gun carriage on the enemy team. Very difficult shot, but it's a hit. 481, a high roll, he's gone. Now, E100. I think that's the next target, the closest target we've got. And then there's an enemy Badger. We've been spotted. Oh, TVP T5051. He's been badly hit. Unfortunately, we've lost Jiffy. I don't know how that happened, but he did get killed. And we put a round into the side of the turret, the T5051. And, oh, now there's the enemy Arty, GE100, GWE100 rather. And he took that round. 493, it's a high roll, he's killed. So we've only got 2 kills, but we've managed 5.5k of damage so far. There's only 2 enemies left, a Badger and that TVP. There's the TVP. Oh, just missed him, it went over the engine deck. Now, we have to aim for the lower plate, he's been tracked. And we get a hit. 504, but he fires one back and hits our weak spot as well. And we take him out of the game with the next round. So that's 3 kills for Awppenheimer. And there's only 1 enemy left, the TVP T50, and he's killed. So it's a victory. Oh, you can see where that round hit us. It was right in the lower plate. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a first-class tanker for Awppenheimer in the FV217 Badger, the Tier 10 British tank destroyer. Almost got that wrong there for a sec. He managed to get a shell-proof, fire for effect, and a bruiser medal out of the minor medals, but out of the epic ones, he picked up a high caliber. He dealt the most damage in that battle overall, and he also got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, at least 6 tanks, subsequently taken out by other teammates. And the win rate for that game was 9,507, very high indeed, Super Unicum standard, which of course you'd expect from Awppenheimer because he is a Super Unicum. Let's have a look at team score. Well, when we look at the team score, we can see the highest damage was definitely done by Awppenheimer, 7,338 hit points of damage. Next highest scorer was Jiffy with 3,910, and after that came the TVP T5051 with 3,394. When it came to kills, again, Awppenheimer got the top slot, but he shared it this time with the E50M and, of course, the Super Conqueror, which had 3 as well. But when it came to base XP, it was definitely Awppenheimer, so he's technically got top in all 3 columns, 1,083 base experience points. The E50M managed 1,073, the Sheridan managed 861, and Jiffy managed 752 with 3,910 hit points of damage, and that was a win rate of 3,391 by Jiffy. Awppenheimer fired 23 rounds during that game, got 17 direct hits, 16 penetration, damage of 7,338 hit points, of which 5,123 were at more than 300 meters. He received 8 hits from the enemy, only 1 was the penetration, that was the one from the Badger, which did a huge amount of damage actually, but 6 non-penetrations, those were most of the rounds that just bounced off or just didn't do much damage, and he also received 1 hit as a result of splash damage from the enemy Arty. Block damage of 2,240 hit points in total, spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 13 of the enemy and killed 3, so there was only 2 enemy vehicles he didn't touch during that game. And he also got 699 hit points of damage assistance. We've still got this mod error, I'm afraid. 45,722 credits earned, and after repairs, ammunition resupply and consumables, and he did use a fair amount of premium ammo, he actually ended up with a deficit of 97,623 according to this log. I don't think that's right, actually. I think he probably earned about 45,000, only a loss of that 45,000, or maybe it's that figure there, the minus 51. The main reason being, of course, there's an error with the mods on the 1.4 clients on this replay site, and so unfortunately we can't read out the true figures for the credits or the XP. But Awppenheimer did earn 4 bonds for the awards and 13 for the battle, total of 17 in total. Very nice indeed. Now, XP. 1089 is the base XP, times 4 for the first victory, 4356 in total, but this was a premium account and it's not showing the premium figures, which obviously are 1.5, so 1.5 times that figure is probably the true amount that he actually earned for this game. But as he says, it's a 7.3k Badger Muncher, and well, it was also a pretty good game for Jiffy right up to the moment he got killed, because he certainly did earn a lot in the way of damage. Unfortunately, just the 1 kill though. So I think he would have walked away from that battle saying, yeah, it was well worth it in terms of the amount that he actually earned, and even though he didn't pick up a medal, yep, it was a very good score all the same. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel because we get great replays like this all the time. And thank you for watching this video.